Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina, and I'm here to do yet another to whomever reading, or for whomever reading rather. So if you felt drawn to this reading by the title of this reading, then there is a message in this reading for you. We are going to use two decks today. I'm going to use the Tarot Grand Lux, or this is the box that came in, and I'm also going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Okay, so that's here. So let us today start with the Oracle cards. Let's pull 3 cards from this deck. I just have to shuffle a little bit before we pull. Or if they jump, sometimes they jump and I shuffle. That's always fun. I hope you are doing well. Now, I have felt a lot of stillness in these past few months, but it has started to pick up when it comes to the energies. So you might be feeling a little bit off balance, or you might be feeling, you know, heavy in the body, or maybe anxious, you know, those kind of energies. And of course, by all means, contact a doctor or a therapist. But it could also be that the energies are affecting you, just to have that said. Okay, because I know many people are feeling it. So let's see. Let's pull some cards for you. Okay, so you got Lost Compass. That came up also on a reading on my other channel today. Getting back to integrity. Eye of the Needle. Intentionality and covenant, sacred contract. Aha, interesting. Underneath you have Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Okay, let me just have a sip of my coffee here while I sink into these energies to connect with spirit. Okay, so I feel like this has to do with your life contract, okay? It has to do with your life path. And that was actually also something that happened on the other channel not so long ago. I'm not so sure I have posted that video yet. But anyways, yeah, if you're interested in the awakening process, by the way, hop on over to my other channel called Awakening to Quantum. It will be linked in the description. But anyways, I feel like this is they're kind of pulling on you to get back on track. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing kind of these tracks, and I'm seeing them kind of doing this. You know what I mean? So they're trying to get you back on track where you're supposed to be when it comes to what you have ordered on the menu before you came. So what you wanted to do on this planet in this lifetime. Okay, and since you are on this channel, it might have something to do with spirituality. Just to have that said, it doesn't have to be for everybody. But it can be for some of you that you're supposed to do something within the spiritual field. But no matter what it is that you are here to do, what they're trying to get you to do is to wake up to the fact that you are here with a purpose. You have chosen a certain route while you are here in this lifetime, and it's time that you get back into the game, okay? So what are your intentions? Are you setting that as a goal? Because if you are, they will help you. But if you are not, then they will put obstacles in your way. Do you understand that? So you have to have the intention to reach your goal, to be back on track. And then you will see signs that things are falling back into place, okay? So I'm also noticing 3 and 5 is 8, and then 1 and 7 is 8. So it's 8, 8, and 7, okay? So let's see. So that's 23, and then 5. And then 5 again, 3, 5, yeah. Okay, but I'm noticing also 7, 7 here. So there's there might be something about the numbers 8 and the number 7 for you, okay? If you're seeing a lot of 7, 7 or 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, you know, stuff like that. That might be signs for you, okay? Now I just got a message on my phone and it was 2:22. Can you see that? That's kind of fun when I was talking about numbers, you know. Anyways, okay, so let us shuffle these tarot cards, and we will get more into it. Getting back on track where you're supposed to be, right? I feel like that is the main purpose of this reading today. But let's see what the tarot cards have to tell us. Okay, let's pull some cards. Yeah. Some of you might be feeling like this because you're not on track. Maybe some of you have problems finding your track, you know. Maybe you've been trying and you can't find it. So the Five of Cups is always reminding us to not focus so much on the 3 cups that are spilled, but turn around and see the 2 cups that are full behind you. So it is a message of there is a silver lining. Okay, so let's put that down there. And we will pull 5 cards. Strength, yes. That's a message of you have the strength within you to be in all of this. Maybe you don't feel that way, but you do. Now the 3 of Wands is a message that your ships are coming in. Now this is something you might have to walk away from in order for you to reach your goal. And the Hermit going within to find the answers. Underneath we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, it might have been a heavy burden for you. It might also be that you're in a situation, this card is also about delegation, by the way. So it might be that you've been taking on too much right now and they're asking you to delegate. So that was an extra message as well. Okay, I'm just going to put that up here and let's have a sip of coffee. For those of you who have a cup, then cheers. Okay, so let's get into what I feel here, where I'm drawn. I'm drawn into this card first, and that tells me that there is something that you have in your life right now that you might have to say goodbye to in order for you to get back on the track, okay? So I'm kind of wanting to reshuffle these and do this, okay? Because I feel like this is now or in the past, and this is where we want to go. So, and that one also belongs over here, actually, on the other side, I feel. And then we put this one on the other side, which is about the future, right? Protecting the future. So, you know, it's about letting go of a lot of stuff that you, and underneath that I see the devil. Yeah, you might have also been listening too much to ego. Maybe ego's been telling you, no, you can't quit this job, or no, you have to do what you're told, or no, you have to follow certain rules, you know, or else you won't be accepted or included or whatever. And it's just been too much, and you've taken on too much, and it's time to let that burden go. It's time to let the burden go of ego. It's time to let the burden go of doing stuff that you're not meant to do. Let that burden go. Walk away, okay? And also see then the silver lining in all of this that you have been experiencing and that has been heavy is that you have learned so much from it, okay? It has made you stronger, okay? You have gone through so much and you have experienced so much, and you can use that moving forward, but you can transmute it into something good. You can transmute it into something you can use for something, okay? And that's where the strength comes in, and intention. Where is your intention here? They do say that if you get back on track, then this is what's going to happen. Your ships will come in, okay? But in order to get there, you need to go within. You need to really connect with your higher self and ask and see and ask them to give you messages and signs, and be open, you know, be open to receiving those messages. Be open to maybe having to change. This is a little bit crooked, sorry. Maybe having to change your way a little bit. Maybe having to change what you thought was going to be the way, okay? Maybe you are not supposed to be an accountant. Maybe you're supposed to be an artist. Maybe you're not supposed to be a school teacher. Maybe you're supposed to teach children how to awaken, how to use spirituality. Maybe you're not supposed to be a truck driver. Maybe you're supposed to transfer over to being a bus driver for children on their way to school. And maybe that will give you so much more joy, and you can interact with children because of the beautiful light that you are. You know, there's so many ways to look at this. But I do feel like the main message here is that you need to get back on the track that was meant for you in this lifetime, okay? Now I'm going to reach for a little mini deck here, if I can. Let's see, which one do we want to use today? No, not that one. That one, as we're getting close to spring. So I'm going to use the Secret Garden cards today, okay? Which is small, cute messages from Spirit. So let us shuffle a little bit. Oh, that one that just flew on out. Surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole. Hello. Venture down the rabbit hole. So for some of you, you might be procrastinating because you're afraid to go down this new route. And they're saying you have to go down the rabbit hole. You have to take that on. Okay, don't shy away from it now. And there might be some surprises coming your way since that card popped up, where you are being shown your path in a way that you didn't expect, or all of a sudden something happens in your life that will where you go, or maybe even some of you might be told that you're not supposed to work with this anymore, and that will come as a big shock. But then you see, instead of looking upon it as something very sad, then you can look upon it as, okay, this opens up a whole new world for me. So there might be surprises, negative or positive, that comes your way that will actually put you on the path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, so let us shuffle a little bit more. Oh, I want to just flew on out here. Be present. Yeah, use the hours, don't count them. And that's also with a hermit. You have to be in the moment. You have to feel in. You have to be in connection with your higher self and your soul space, or else you will never find your way. Sorry to say. Okay, 2 more cards, and I think that's going to be it for today. These 2, okay. Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Exactly. You need to follow your own way, your own path, the path that you were meant to follow. Joy. Make time for little things today. So finding the joy in the little things as well. Finding the joy in just waking up in the morning, the sun is coming up, there's a flower out there in the garden. You know, a friend called me today, there was a man at the store that smiled to me today. You know, these kind of little things, if you can learn to appreciate those little things, you're going to find joy everywhere in life, okay? You know? So have that focus, okay? See if you can shift, and so that you can have that focus. I want to do one last thing before I leave you guys today, and that is, of course, to pull a couple of charms, because now I have moved my charms bowl closer to me, so it's easier for me to reach into. And so easier for me to actually give you some charms. So let's see what charms can go with this reading today. Okay, let's see this. Oi, that was quite a bit. Now, so you have a heart, and that is a message for you from your spirit team saying you are loved. You are loved, and they're here, and they will guide you. You are safe, okay? Now you have a flower. Actually, you have 2 flowers here. So things are going to blossom for you. Things are going to grow, but you need to set the right intention here, okay? Now, you do have a little, it's a gecko. And that is actually in, I believe it is it in the, I believe it is in the Queen of Wands card, isn't it? Where there's a gecko also, and it's a symbolism of spiritualism, actually, a connection to spirit. But for me also, it's, you know, they have these little feet that stick so they can sit on the wall. So I'm hearing also, don't get stuck. Don't stick, you know, onto what felt safe for you. Let go and trust that spirit has your back. Now this is just kind of a charm for me, that's just about looking good, putting on the nice stuff. It's about daring to be different also. Now you have a seahorse here, so there might be something emotional that you need to feel through. And I also have kind of the skull, which can be insignificant for the death card here. So there might be something emotional that you need to feel through and let go of here. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the 5 of Cups. Now, in the end, you had a really fun one, which is tomato soup. It's a can of tomato soup. That's a really cute little looking tomato there. Now, that might be a message for you to eat more vegetables, since it kind of says tomato. So there might be something there. It might be something about the color red, needing to wear more red or being drawn to the color red. The color red might also have something to do with your root chakra. So there might be something from childhood that you need to work with, or something about your ground pillars that needs some extra work. Maybe something about sensual things that has happened before that's going to need some healing. You know, feel into what resonates for you. What else regarding that? Yeah, okay, thank you. So what they showed me is a garden and growing actually vegetables. I don't know if you're interested in that, or if you have a greenhouse, or if you know somebody that has a greenhouse. About putting your hands into the dirt, being in one with nature, growing things. That is also such a beautiful way to be in connection with the spiritual realm. So that might be for some of you, if you are longing to do that, then you can buy one of those little greenhouses that you can put on your bench, you know, in the kitchen, and start there. If you don't have a garden, or if you don't have the possibility to build a greenhouse, then maybe you can start there. There are also mini greenhouses that you can have out in the yard. So there's many different ways of growing your own plants and your own vegetables. So maybe you can just start with your kitchen counter with herbs or something like that. But there's an invitation in this to kind of get your hands dirty and work with the plants and nature is what I'm feeling with that as well. Okay. Well, I think that was all for today, people. Thank you so much for being part of this video today. Wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Until the next time I see you.